The Northwest is filled with passionate and skilled people helping to catch and deliver high-quality seafood. But why is this industry so vital to the nation? And does it really matter where our food comes from?
I grew up, I'm from a farming family originally, right? So I grew up around food, I grew up around growing, I grew up around animals and all the rest of it. All of the kitchen was always full of food. There was always something going on. It gave me that grounding, I suppose, because you kind of knew where that food come from. And not everybody does. We all shop in supermarkets, don't we, right? But I think we should all know where some of our food comes from. More importantly, who produces it? Seafood's my gig. You've got these fishermen out there coming in on boats, day boats sometimes longer, bringing in this wonderful array of seafood, fish, all that kind of stuff for us to try. And they'll tell you, if you speak to them, they'll even give you some tips as to what to do with it, You can look on every menu, there's always salmon, isn't there? There's always sea bass. Nothing wrong with that, but let's try something different. Pollock, coley, whiting, absolutely wonderful fish. Do you see it on menus? No, you don't. Check them out, use it. We're never going to change the world, right? But if we can change people's perception of what it is they're eating, try different flavours, different textures, and hopefully promote the fishermen, which, let's face it, my job's easy, right? Because these guys go out, they do what they do it in all weathers. Without them, I couldn't do my job. So I will do anything I can to try and promote what they do, get people to understand how difficult that job is. More importantly, sometimes, is why does that piece of fish cost me this much? If you understand where it comes from, you've got a little understanding of why produce costs us as much as it does.
To be honest with you, I was a little bit lost, so kind of education wasn't really the path for me. I actually started as a cleaner back in 2017, so did bits of cleaning, goods in, and then just slowly and surely got really passionate about the job. I enjoyed the people I worked with, the environment, and slowly but surely, really interested in food now. It was seeing the whole boat to plate journey, from when it's caught, the conditions the fishermen go through, how it arrives towards the whole retail land, from catch to filleting, portioning down, and then all the flavours the guys introduce into that dish. I mean, when it comes to nutrients, everything like that, in terms of healthy living, you look at the proteins available, the nutrients in it, I think, it's second to none really. I feel like there's a massive gap in knowledge just in terms of the general population, in terms of what things actually have to go through to get to plate. So I think the more information, the more informed people are, the better. Whether it's butchery, whether it's fish, that whole thing ties in together. I think the more you can support local businesses, again, kind of sourcing it down your local area, it supports loads of jobs within the area. But I think the more the chefs push it, the more you see it on restaurants, the wider spread that knowledge is, and that visibility really, I think will hopefully spark people when they go out and eat to try new things, to venture out there. If you don't see it, you don't know about it, and unfortunately you never try it.
We weren't a great fish eating family, but as you started to immerse yourselves within the industry and you really started to love it, I'm a keen fisherman myself, so I go out and fish on the seafront, and the attractiveness of catching that fish and then eating that fish is just, there's nothing better than that fresh fish on your plate. So that's where the inspiration sort of for seafood comes from with me. One of the big ethoses of the Cartford Inn is to get all that local produce, and with us having Fleetwood Docks right on our doorstep, I call them in the morning, 5 o'clock, I get to know what's been landed that day, and it's straight into the restaurant, and nothing can compare to that. Straight from dock, straight to restaurant, straight to table thing. I get the best produce to work with, so if they're giving me the best, it inspires you, it gets you creative. That whole mixture of what we do together comes across on the plate to the customers, and they can get it, and then they're inspired by it. So no one's inspired by a piece of tilapia that's been caught in the middle of nowhere. It's not going to excite you. So yeah, things that are local breeds a bit of pride for produce. You can utilise them more, and you can be a little bit more robust with them as well. The different fats that are in different fish and the different amounts of oils that are in there, and those flavour profiles that from a chef's point of view we get excited about, because we can accentuate those and team them up with different flavours, oriental flavours, Mediterranean flavours. You can really help the flavours of those sort of cheaper cuts of fish on really well.
maybe 9 months ago, some friends of ours in our village said, have you heard about the trawler which comes in on a regular basis at the Maryport, and every time we've got spare time to come down, we'll come and buy fresh fish. To be quite honest, I've worked in the agricultural industry all my life, so I'm really passionate about understanding where food comes from. There's a lot more to fish than cod, and it's good fun. You can try different ingredients, you can just have fun with it.
Whether it's creating jobs, helping chefs to innovate and cook sustainably, or just providing delicious plates of food, the Northwest seafood industry is more than just a supply chain, it's a lifeline, and we're proud to support it.